Today, the San Francisco 49ers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The temperature in Pittsburgh in the middle 60s, and the leaves on the trees are russet and gold, brown and yellow. Fall is here. 1st and 10 for Bradshaw at the 10-yard line, and he'll stay on the ground, and Franco Harris finds daylight out to the 25-yard line. Pollard is in a slot. And Bradshaw setting up a little screen to Franco Harris, and Harris still on his feet and goes down at the 49-yard line. Pollard on the wing again, and now backing off. And Bradshaw is going to be swallowed up, and it's Jim Stuckey, number 79, who pulled him down. 16 yards now on the 44-yard line. And Bradshaw deep down the left side, no good. Intended for Jim Smith with 4 white shirts all around it. Then you have Dunn and Coors, Ham, Lambert, and Cole, the linebackers. And behind them in the secondary, Woodruff, Blunt, Shell, and Thomas. 3rd and 5 from the 11. In motion is Earl Cooper, and it is a straight-ahead draw to Ricky Patton, but he's swallowed up right about at the 10-yard line by Coors. 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line for Terry Bradshaw and the Steelers. And it'll be Frank Pollard, and Pollard is dropped at about the 31-yard line. Franco going wide with Pollard blocking, and he is tripped up. And now out of the eye, and there's indecision again in the Steeler backfield. It'll be Franco, and he fumbled, and San Francisco recovered. It is Eric Wright, number 21, who fell on the ball, the rookie out of Missouri.
Cooper, who runs very well outside, not as well inside. They'll miss Davis on the short yardage situation stuff this afternoon.
No score at the end of the first quarter. 20-yard line. Earl Cooper behind Montana. In motion is Ricky Patton. And Montana releasing to Cooper, and the big guy's at the 30, and what a collision with Woodruff. Patton is a wide receiver, and Cooper in motion. Solomon coming out of the backfield, and Montana is swallowed up by Coors. 2nd and 20 on the 22. Montana trying to get it back in a crowd, broken up, intended for Charles Young, but Lambert was there. Franco Harris and Frank Pollard are behind Terry Bradshaw, and it'll be a play-action fake, the back staying into block, and Bradshaw passing it all alone is Smith, finally wrapped up by Ronnie Lott, playing for Lynn Swan, who has a pulled hamstring. 1st and 10 on the 36. Bradshaw over to the left side to Stallworth, and he goes down on the tackle by Eric Wright. 2nd and 7 on the 42-yard line of San Francisco. Flag on the play as Bradshaw fires it low, complete to Stallworth.
Good time for a play-action pass here.
Bradshaw on a straight drop back, setting up and looping it down the middle, and it is intercepted. It is picked off at the last minute on a pass intended for John Stallworth, and the defender making the reception, Dwight Hicks, is down and unable to move. Stallworth thought that Hicks was going to get up and run with it. No score in the ball game. 5:42 to the half. Montana going to the left side to Dwight Clark at the 20, and he's driven out by Woodruff. And 2nd and 4 on the 30-yard line. Solomon coming out of the backfield. Montana setting up and then releasing to Ricky Patton. He's at the 35 and gets to the 40-yard line. Play action fake to Easley, and Montana throwing in a crowd and completed it to Solomon. 3rd and 14 on the San Francisco 47. Montana on a straight drop. Fakes once, now going deep, intended for Easley, no good. 2nd and 10 on the Pittsburgh 21, and Bradshaw looking for some help. Throwing intercepted by Wright, and Eric Wright still on his feet to the 15, to the 10, and he's going in for a touchdown. Dwight, and there's a flag on the play as Eric Wright, the rookie out of Missouri, brought it in, but hold everything.
Illegal use of the hands on the return. 1st down.
San Francisco with only one timeout. 3rd and 5, and that's Solomon in motion. The ball on the Pittsburgh 30-yard line. Montana over the middle, all alone is Clark to the 20-15, spun out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Hofer and Easley are the running backs. Solomon in motion to the left. Montana looking right. Now guns it into Charles Young, the tight end, for the touchdown. Young just bounced away from Donnie Shell and made the catch, but hold everything. We'll take another look.
There he goes back into the pocket. He's got plenty of time to throw the ball. Sets up. Watch him step and throw. Watch him. Steps up nicely. Look at a good follow through. Delivers it right on the money to Young, who makes the reception.
And it's going to be Pollard, who fumbled. Got away from Pillars. Number 65 picked up by Williamson. And it will be San Francisco ball. So Pollard fumbles. 2nd and 9. Easily staying in the block as Montana on a roll, and he's going to keep it to the 30 and go out of bounds to Solomon. So it's about a 46-yard field goal, and his longest this year, 47. Where she boots it high and long and perfect. He ran into Tunch Ilkin, and down they go as clock runs out, and the Wolves are howling in Pittsburgh. San Francisco leading the Steelers 10-0.
So they've been able to run the ball a little bit more than they did throw it a year ago.
Paul Hofer out to daylight across the 30 with Donnie Shell hanging on. It's Ricky Patton, grabbed by Lambert. So Jack Lambert broke through. It is 2nd and 14 on the 42. Montana getting a little heat. Throws it, picked off. It's Mel Blount, and he's going to go all the way.
He did something that he very rarely does. We were bragging about his follow-through. That time he threw that one falling away. Had nothing on it. University of Tampa plays some of the pros as a quarterback.
Right. 3rd and 6 on the Steeler 48. Easily staying in the block. Montana with some time, and it's picked off. Jack Lambert. And Lambert's at the 25 and pushed out of bounds. Another Steeler interception. One by Blount for a touchdown, and this one by Jack Lambert. 1st and 10 on the San Francisco 22-yard line. First time Bradshaw has had to touch the ball in the second half. Terry with a lot of time. In the end zone to Smith. Touchdown.
Smith that time ran an inside pattern like he was going down and in, and then broke to the outside.
Ricky Patton, and he's loose. Patton is upended across the 35-yard line. Robin Cole hit him at the ankle. They've been doing the bulk of the running for San Francisco. 1st and 10 on the 35. Montana getting heat. Got away. Throwing on the run, O.B. Montana looking down the middle, then releasing to Clark at the 45. Big guy across the 50, upended by Donnie Shell. With the Steelers on 2 big interceptions here in the 3rd quarter. Montana on a roll, being chased by Greenwood. Throws, and it is caught by Cooper at the 30-yard line. All right, 3rd and 5 on the 20-yard line. In motion is Cooper. Montana right through Charles Young's hands with Donnie Shell there with him. Ray Wershing will now attempt a 37-yard field goal. He kicked one today for 45, and it's blocked on the line of scrimmage. So Pittsburgh demoralizing the young San Francisco club. Robin Cole. And a little screen for Pollard, with Webster throwing a block on Jack Reynolds, and he is upended at the last minute. Bradshaw over the middle to Pollard, and he fumbled at the 40-yard line. Ronnie Lott recovered the ball. Ronnie Lott recovered the fumble after the catch.
Well, that was an alert play on the part of Lott, number 42. The ball was delivered right on the money. And Terry really delivered the ball beautifully right on the numbers. But there you see, he gets hit Lott makes contact and the ball falls right.
So San Francisco gets a big break at the end of the third quarter with the score. Pittsburgh 14, San Francisco 10. Solomon left and Clark goes right. Easily staying in the block, but now releases, and the pass off Hofer's fingertip. He just let him too much. He had already 2nd and 6 on the Pittsburgh 44. Pollard is on a wing now. Bradshaw going deep, and it's going to be picked off by Carlton Williamson. And Williamson is to the 40, he's to the 45, to the 50, at the 45, and finally out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Carlton Williamson, the big man out of the University of Pittsburgh, comes home to haunt the Steelers.
And watch Bradshaw throw the ball. Watch him. Throws it right into traffic.
He let everybody in the ballpark know. Down the middle, and he's got Solomon, and he's at the 30-yard line before Blunt can knock him down. So it's 3rd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Montana can keep it, and he's going to run. He's to the 25, out of bounds at the 20, and I believe he picked up the first down just at that last step. In motion is Solomon. Easily going outside, tries to cut back, and he's in. The only man to head him off was Woodruff, and he just ran over Dwayne Woodruff for the touchdown. Walt Easley. And the 49ers are leading by 3 as we take another look at Walt Easley. Carry me back to old West Virginia. 17-14 Niners.
They've been very successful.
Fred Dean is in there trying to get at Bradshaw, but he can't do it. And Bradshaw's going to run right into Stuckey, but he got away from Stuckey, and finally he goes down at the 35-yard line. We have 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game, and the Steelers trailing by 3. Franco Harris. And Dwight Hicks couldn't get him, and Harris fumbled, and San Francisco, I believe, recovered. Nope, after the whistle.
A pass, and they like to run inside. Whether they will here or not remains to be seen, but they like it.
Pollard is on the wing. Here comes Franco Harris, and they punch him down at about the 35-yard line. That's the 38th time that Franco Harris has rushed for 100 yards. What a back. 17-14 Niners. You have Penny as a tight end on the left side, Grossman in motion. And Bradshaw, under some heat, got away on a safety blitz, throws it to Grossman, who is knocked down at about the 37, and they lost yardage on the play. Now it's 4th and 3 on the 36, and Bradshaw going for the first down. And he's going to be hit. Flags on the play. He got away from Lawrence Pillars, but he missed the intended receiver, and that was coming out of the backfield. And the penalty will be against Pittsburgh. They will lose to an NFC team at home for the first time in 10 years when the Rams beat them December 1971, barring a last-second miracle. And it is Walt Easley with a flag on the play. Easily picking up the first down. What a year for San Francisco, beating the Rams and Dallas and Green Bay, and now knocking off the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, that's really an incredible feat on the part of that team. And again, I think the big difference, as we talked about it earlier, the big difference really has been the super job the defense has done, and they've played very smart, intelligent football offensively, and that's really been the difference.
Well, our heartiest congratulations to Bill Walsh and the young San Francisco 49ers. Condolences to Chuck Noll and the Pittsburgh Steelers, who won Monday, and that might very well have taken a little something out of them, although the Steeler record coming back after Mondays was 12-4 until they fell on their haircuts today. So the final score, the 49ers led 10-0 at halftime. The Steelers led 14-10 at the end of the third quarter. And then the 49ers scoring in the fourth quarter, and that was the difference to turn it around. San Francisco 17, the Steelers 14.